This color looks very good on you.
Thank you.
Hi guys!
Okay, you got me on that one. Okay. Is that how I act? Is that what I do? That is what I usually do. Habari zenu. That one she doesn't understand, so I can say that she will not imitate me. Anyway, hi guys. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Goodness, I hope you're doing well.
You keep yourself safe.
See, but I say, I hope you're doing well and keeping safe.
And keeping safe.
Yes, as for me, I'm doing well and keeping safe.
Yeah. Sure.
Or for that matter, as for us, we are doing well and keeping safe. So welcome back to our vlog, our chit chat video, our conversation, if you like, podcast. Welcome back. We love to have you here. So as you know, I never know when to shut up, so I'm going to let Rosa speak.
Hello, I'm Rosa. You know me already. I don't know why I say Rosa. Yo soy la Rosa. I'm Rosa. That's my name. But
Yeah.
when I say it in English, I change the pronunciation.
Yeah, I think it's almost obvious because in Catalan, even when you say my name when you're speaking Catalan, you do not say it the way you say it in English.
No.
You say it differently. So I think it's just normal that it will happen.
Well, my name is Rosa.
You've said it differently.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Well, I'm who I am. You will discover about myself. Even don't care about my name.
Oh my god. Okay. Finish it.
You will know me. You will know me eventually.
This might be a very controversial question that I'm going to ask you. Do you ever find yourself blaming yourself for being either financial abuse, emotional abuse, sexual abuse? Do you even now you find yourself blaming yourself?
No, not now.
But back then you found yourself blaming yourself a lot for being abused.
Yeah, because I also thought that some kind of responsibility was on me.
I realized when I became older that every form of abuse, let me actually say that out loud with my chest, because I say it like I am scared of saying it, like I have guilt of saying it, like it did not happen to me and it happened. I say it in a way that I am scared of painting a bad image on that man, but I just realized right now I should say it with my chest because the things that happened, and I feel like it was abuse from, financial, emotional, mental, verbal abuse from my father that made me feel like I deserved that type of treatment from people.
Mm-hmm.
If he had held my hand differently, if this man, talking about I don't know I put myself through the shithole of talking about this man, and I know it makes me emotional now. I want to cry. But the thing is, if this man had held my hand and guided me as the person that was put on this earth to do that, because he brought me to this earth, if he had done that, then he would have avoided so many things that happened in my life. They did not happen to me because if it wasn't for those things, I wouldn't be who I am right now.
That's the point.
So they happened in my life. They did not happen to me.
Yeah.
So, wow. I actually say that. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So
you wouldn't be the person that you are.
I wouldn't be. I have had conversations with my mom, and I tell her sometimes we go down the rabbit hole and we remember things, and sometimes yes, they do make me cry, but then I appreciate going through that because I wouldn't know now what I wouldn't know now what I knew then, I wouldn't be the person that I am right now.
This is not to justify the abuse or to just say that it didn't matter what he did.
Yeah.
No, this is not bad. We can see that the things that we went through made us what we are right now.
What we are right now, for sure.
And we have always at least when we are adults,
yeah, adults,
to respond differently to things that happen to us, or that life presents to us. Maybe when we are children, we don't have this possibility because we depend on our parents, basically, or people taking care of us. But when we are adults, we sure can.
We definitely can make a choice of what we let affect us, how we let people treat us, how we let that interfere with how other people are going to treat us or how we see ourselves. And I feel like for me, excuse me, I was still young. I did not even know the first thing about processing anything mental. To me, all I could say was, all I could think about was why. And all I could think about was, I must have done something really awful to this person, in this case to my father, for him to warrant, or for me to warrant the verbal abuse or the mental torture or the emotional abuse.
No,
or
it has nothing to do with you.
But
it
now
has
the problem
all to do with
him. But now the problem is, I did not know that until I grew up enough. Yes,
sure.
my mother kept reminding me, but I did not really perceive that whole information. And the biggest problem is, I let all that affect my adult life in very big ways. Because some things that I tolerated from relationships, from friends, from people, are things I would have never tolerated had they not been handed to me by my own father.
But you've been there, you know this. It's like you've been in hell. You've been in hell. If you've been in hell, all that comes after is easier.
But you know, the problem of being in hell is that whenever you feel a lot of heat, then you start doubting if you're back in hell. It's getting too hot. Are you back in hell? What am I trying to say?
Yeah.
Whenever something like that happens, I start second guessing myself. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I did something wrong. It doesn't even have to be something that big. Just the slightest reminder makes me start questioning, am I the problem? Am I the bad person?
There is also another thing around this. It's like hell is something you know. And in some way you feel comfortable because it's something you know. And sometimes we get scared when maybe wonderful things are waiting for us, but something new, and we get scared. And it's something that, even if it's bad for us, we are used to it, and we keep ourselves there because
it's something bad, but it's comfortable. Yeah.
Because we know how to be there, because we've been there. And in a different position, we don't know what to expect. We are forced to create new connections, to change many things, and sometimes we are not prepared for it.
Do you think this is why many people, or in this case, as the number one representative of those people, stay in abusive situations? I mean, it could be whatever type of abuse, emotional, mental, verbal, physical. Do you think this is the reason many people stay in abusive situations? Because they're comfortable, because they do not want to discover new?
Let me tell you something. Even in abusive relationships, we get energy from. We get attention, we get energy, we get something.
That's the thing.
If I fight with you, we are engaged.
We're engaging, yeah.
If I don't care about you, this look, a child could die if nobody pays attention to the baby. But if somebody just screams at the baby, it's not good, but the baby doesn't die. Because
there's attention given.
There is attention, maybe not good attention, but there is some energy going and flowing through.
Okay.
And many times we need this
attention. Yeah.
Even if we don't know how to do it better, but we get this attention, and this is something that, and I just asked in this situation, if this person cuts all the attention, then we are
starved. It's like you're being starved of something.
And where do you get your energy from? It's like you are cut off everything. Nobody pays attention to you. You don't have any. It's like not having food.
Yeah.
energetically or even emotionally. You get somebody is angry with you. Yeah, okay, but you get something.
So do you think it is possible for somebody to be abused, like being in an abusive situation, work, home, all round, and they do not have any idea that they're even getting abused? Do you
Yeah,
think?
sure.
Yes. Has it
Sure.
ever happened to you?
Yeah, sure. You know, once my therapist told me, you know, you should never have sexual relationships with a man if you don't feel like. And I was like,
Wow.
I said, what?
What? Yeah.
If you wait for me to be willing to do this,
You will wait forever.
when will I when will I do this? And this,
it blew your mind.
Yeah. And I said, I wasn't really conscious or aware that I could all times choose if I wanted or not. And this now for me is like, how is this even possible?
Exactly.
How I thought I had not the power or the choice to say yes, I feel like doing this or
no,
not.
I do not want to do this.
This is crazy, you know. Obviously, I had the power, but I
you just
didn't know.
You did not know. And I feel like that's the thing about so many people, and even in relationships. I feel like the fact that you're in a relationship with somebody does not mean that they're entitled to anything. They're not entitled to your body. They're not entitled to your money. They're not entitled to anything that comes with comes with you.
Sure.
And that is something else that I also did not know, especially when it comes to money. My God.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Especially when I don't know why I always felt the need to be the sponsor of relationships. My God.
You know, my friend, one of my best friends once told me she was married and she was giving all the money that she get from her work to the man. And I asked her, why are you doing this? And she asked me, is that even possible? Can I not give him the money? And I said, obviously you can. And she started changing. Then the man started hating me, of course.
Of course.
But she changed all her life. All her life changed just considering the possibility of
not giving him the money.
Keeping part of her money. I'm not saying all her money. But also she had 2 kids, you know, and the man was not giving her any money for the kids. This was goodness. But when she realized, and I've been there, not in this special particular subject because of my upbringing, but in other situations, I've been there. And when you realize things can be different, and you really believe
it's like a 360 degree turnaround.
Yeah, you change it.
Let me tell you something. The first partnership I would say that I had that was like really deep. Again, living in my house. I don't know what was wrong with me. Anyway, now I know better. Now I know better. I was giving this person my money as well. I'd get paid. He knew the date I'd get paid, how much money I'd get paid, if I had made tips and all that. And I gave this person the money. Now, the thing is, you can laugh at me if you want because it was very stupid at the time, but I didn't know better. I did not have a bank account at the time. And he had a bank account. And this guy told me, give me you can't be giving me your money. He did not it was not an obligation. But I think if now when I think about it, I think it was grooming.
What does grooming mean?
Grooming means like maybe somebody who is young and naive, you form them into the type of person you want them to become for you, to serve your needs. So he told me, you can give me your money when you get paid. I will save it for you in my bank account. That way, whenever I need a loan, I can be given a loan because I have money coming in, money coming in because you're giving me money and all that.
Was not able to work or something?
No, he used to work. He's getting his own money.
Okay.
And then when I get paid, I will pay rent for my house that he stays in. I will buy food for my house that he stays in. And then whatever is left, I'm going to give it to him so that he can save it for me.
This is not a good business. You want to learn about business?
It was definitely not a good business. My God. It was the worst business I ventured into. Oh my, it's even funny when I say it out loud, you know?
Well, it is what it is.
And so that was the cycle. Pay rent, buy food, give him the balance. Every now and then he'd surprise me with, I don't know, pizza.
So, a pizza. Okay.
One time he brought me a single flower on Valentine's Day. One rose, one single rose. I felt really good, but I was giving him all the money anyway.
Yeah, you paid for it.
Actually I paid for it. I actually paid for it. Anyway, the thing is, eventually when I was broke and the money was over and I was no longer working, this guy left. He had money. He did not bother to pay the rent.
He left with your money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course. Of course he left with the money. He did not. Anyway, that is going to be, I don't even think, no, that is never going to be a topic for any other different day. Now, the thing is, I feel like, again, what I was talking about, receiving abuse firsthand from my own father, and I was always the daddy's girl. My father and I had such a beautiful relationship. So receiving that type of betrayal from somebody that I trusted with my being made me encourage this type of nonsense from people that I did not even know in the name of relationships.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Let me tell you something that a friend told me that I didn't understand, and I was very angry at him. He told me, you should be grateful for this situation. And I said, how am I supposed to be grateful for this? And now I understand.
Yeah.
I see it in a different way, because this is what, this thing or other things that made you question many things, made you change many things. Out of comfort, you never change anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, now I think I'm in a position to learn even out of comfort, because I've trained myself, and I don't want to put myself in difficult positions just because I want to learn. No, I want to learn comfortably. But until you arrive to this point,
then you will just keep entertaining, I don't know, whatever comes your way. I feel like you have to learn what you can and cannot take. You have to learn what you want and do not want to do, what you want to encourage and what you do not want to encourage, in order for you to evict the type of surrounding that makes you feel abused. And also, my form of abuse doesn't even have to be your form of abuse. Something that I perceive as abuse, probably like that, giving your boyfriend or husband money, and when you go broke, they go away. It's the same thing. It happens in the modern society every day. Just that now, this time, it's the girls. Men giving women money and the women enjoying their money. And then when the man goes broke, then the girls move on to the next man who has money, you know? It's the same thing. Maybe men don't perceive that as abuse.
I think it depends on the person, also on the sensitivity of the person. Because something may be abusive for me, and you say, okay, you are too sensitive. No, I'm not too sensitive. This is something that affects me. Then it's something that I can choose to avoid.
Yeah.
Because it's not kind to me.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. And you don't have to justify yourself.
Anything.
This is not kind for me. I don't want this in my life. Okay, I can choose. Yes, I do it. But this is something that you learn. Well, at least I had to learn.
Yeah.
Because, I was, I tolerated many things that
now you wouldn't tolerate.
To me.
Yeah.
I love myself a little bit more. Not too much, a little bit more than
you did. Well, no, I do know that for me, I love myself way too much. I have said in the previous video, and I'm going to say it again right now, I am self-obsessed. I like myself way too much. Things that I tolerated, I know are things that I do tolerate right now. Some of them I tolerate right now, but I am aware.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
know that
Yeah.
I am voluntarily
Sure.
choosing
Yeah.
to tolerate
Sure.
this thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in the past, I would tolerate because I felt the need of pleasing
yeah.
the other party.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So right now, I feel like it's different. I will continue to do it because I don't know, maybe I think there's a lesson that I need to learn from it. Maybe I think that there's something that will come out of it. Either way, I just continue to do it.
But this doesn't mean that you cannot follow on or keep on improving things.
Yeah.
Until you reach the point that you say, now I'm ready and
Yes.
I can drop
this exactly
out of my life.
Yes. And I also feel like abuse, because we need to close this video before this phone dies on us. The thing is, I feel like abuse does not have a level, or
No.
for example, if you're being abused and I see that you're being abused but you're choosing to stay there, you are aware of the abuse but you're choosing to stay there, I feel like there's no pressure on in since you have chosen to stay there, then you're not a victim or it is your fault because you're choosing to stay there. I feel like everybody processes abuse, whatever type it is, differently. Everybody chooses to leave that abuse at their own convenient time whenever they are ready. This applies to people who are aware that they're getting abused now. It's different for people who are not aware that they're getting abused.
Sure.
Because again, I feel like unless they're children, sometimes if it's a grown up, unless they're asking for help, unless I don't know, then there are situations that now the law just has to take over. But I feel like people process abuse differently. The people who want to stay with their abuses because they have attachment styles with them. The people who do not know any life outside of abuse.
And this is not to justify abuse. Again, let me say this.
Yeah.
We are not defending or justifying abuse. No.
Or
but
normalizing it. We are not.
But there are situations that yes, it's like when you realize it, you can do something about it. But sometimes you don't realize it, or you keep yourself there.
You keep yourself there, and or sometimes you don't even realize it and you stay there until somebody, a third eye, sees it and tells you. And it is not until you hear it from somebody else, even though it is your own situation, that you actually digress the whole situation and feel like, I am going through abuse, you know?
Yeah.
I did not think now I feel like my situation at the time, what I have explained with the money and the guy, was financial abuse, a lot of financial abuse.
But you didn't leave it like this back then, or yes?
With that guy?
Did you have the feeling that he was abusing you?
No. Oh, no. I would even borrow money to give him.
Okay.
If my salary was not enough and he tells me he needs more money, I will go out of my way to borrow. I will take loans to just anybody. People tried to tell me that I was getting abused, but I will stop talking to them immediately because you people do not want my relationship to work out. You're jealous. You know? So I was not willing to open up my eyes to see it as abuse until it ended. And then I healed from it. I thought about it. And years later, it did not even happen immediately. Years later, then I would think about some of the occasions and my current life at the time, and I would think, how did I entertain this in my life?
Sure.
So then it was financial abuse, but it was not until 5 years later that I realized I was being financially abused. At the time,
but also it was your decision.
Again, it was my decision. But I was only 19 years old. My frontal lobe was not developed. I was still stupid.
You can also do this at 30. I told you.
Yeah, well, okay.
And then when you are 50, you say, what was I thinking? Okay, now you do it differently.
Yeah.
There is no point in saying, well, okay, you did this. Something came out
of it.
We don't know why. There is no point of asking why.
Yeah.
It happened. Okay, next word.
You know, that's the thing. It got to a point that I thought to myself, I always used to feel a lot of anger because I never got to confront this situation. I never got to even ask, why did you think that it was okay to do this type of thing? I never even got to ask my dad that question. I never got to ask this boy that question. I never got to ask anybody this question that I ever felt abused from.
But you didn't feel the need
at
Back
the
then.
time.
Yeah.
Then I got to a point and I told myself, this anger is like poison just feeding on me, but I am now
Sure.
abusing myself.
Yeah.
So I told myself, I learned how to be grateful for all those things, for all those things that to me are abuse, because they have shaped the immaculate I am today. I would have never known how to communicate had I not been communicationally abused by my father. If that even makes any sense. Well, that's a joke, but well, yeah. So basically, I don't know.
When you are out of the situation, you can see it and also judge it differently. When you are inside, sometimes you don't have this distance, you don't have this consciousness. You
choose to see the good in that person.
Yeah, and then you choose to stay.
And you choose to stay.
There is no point that I can come there and tell you, just be aware, and you can say, this girl doesn't know anything.
So I feel like abuse depends on the abusee and abuser, the abuser and the victim. It's just awakening. One needs awakening, the other one just needs to be a good person. It's a very broad topic. It's a very sad thing for anybody that goes through it, has gone through it, is going through it. It is, I feel like whenever you get that awakening, whenever you realize that I am being abused, I am being taken advantage of, it doesn't matter how, like I have said, physically, emotionally, financially, I feel like the best thing anybody can do is seek help, talk to a friend, go somewhere, just engage with somebody, get a second opinion, a third eye, somebody who is going to look at the situation without any judgments or things of that sort. Just, I don't know, because I feel like abuse affects people in the long run. It affects you from the inside, your esteem, the way you think about yourself, the way,
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, well, that is basically our little chit chat about abuse, which is not which is not fondu, which is not deep. You see, this is the thing I'm telling you about, words coming in my mind in all the languages. My God, which is not very deep, but it's just TMI with some POVs. You understand me?
Yeah.
No? Okay. Do you want to tell them?
POVs, yes. TMIs, no. What is TMI?
TMI is too much information with our point of view.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Gen Z style. Okay, well, I have loved doing this video. As always, I love conversing with Rosa. We are tired. Personally, I am tired. I just want to go and sleep right now. So until next time, we're going to see you all very, very soon. Wait a moment. Please subscribe, like, comment, share. Show us some love. You see, I am even stuttering because I am very tired. Do you want to tell them anything else?
Yeah, I want them to tell us what do they think about this, to engage with us, to talk about maybe experiences, sensations,
for sure,
things that they can relate to the things that
we've talked about.
When we have more money from our videos, we'll invest in
lighting. We'll invest in more lighting. We will buy more lights, and we will have cameramen, and we will have editors, and we will have
everything.
We will just sit down and talk.
Yeah, thanks to you. We count on you.
We are counting on you, so please.
Well, thanks for being here again, and see you soon.
Okay. Bye.